Hello, it's time for another adventure. It's Elizabeth, aka Dougie, and Janine. We're in Apollo Bay and we're going to hike the Great Ocean Walk. It's my fourth time because I absolutely love it, and Janine's first. Unfortunately, we've got a couple of people missing, so my husband Andrew's meant to come, but he's unwell, and Bronwyn was meant to come, but she's got an injury, so just the two of us. The weather's going to be wet for the first 4 days, but that doesn't matter, so stay with us and we'll do little video snippets. So I've been going an hour. The weather is, fingers crossed, quite nice. It's cool. And this is our second little beach walk. So the beach walks are my absolute favourite. You're just literally on the sand and it is just fantastic. Coastline is beautifully rugged. We both had to strip down to our t-shirts because we're getting hot in our rain gear, but absolutely fabulous. And yeah, looking forward to our second beach walk. Come over a little bluff and this is the view we have. Really, really pretty. And yeah, it's so nice when you go over a bluff and you're a bit puffed, and then you get to the top and you go over the top of it, and then you see that. On the trail, Janine loves mushrooms, so every single one we come across, it gets his photo taken. Awesome. It is super steamy and sweaty, and we sort of do these little inland sections after the beach, and it's beautiful. Just all these tree ferns and these slippery steps behind us. They are super, super slippery, so you've got to go quite slow, but the smells and the sounds are unreal. Huffing and puffing a bit. Just come downhill and we've just crossed a little stream and we've come around a corner and we have, where are you, Janine? Inca steps. Ah, all good. Embrace the burn.
Hot and steamy, beautiful.
And it's lunchtime. We're at Elliott Ridge. Normally this would be your first night, but we've had to double up our sites because of Easter and that's fully booked. So, but we're gonna have a spell, have a cup of tea and have our lunch, and then we'll be on our way again. Just had our lunch, which is very nice. We actually decided to make some bread rolls this morning before we left. We got up at 4 and left just after 5, but yeah, made some bread rolls which were really nice. And when we got to Apollo Bay, we went to the bakery and had a vanilla slice, and that actually kept us going the whole way till lunch. So just having a little spell in the hut, and this is the campsite behind us, but we'll head off again soon. We've got 12 kilometres to go till we get to Blanket Bay, and yeah, then we'll set up camp for the day. Just went to use the facilities, and just want to give a shout out to the rangers. They have fully stocked the toilet. I have never seen so much toilet paper in all my life. So thank you, rangers. It's always nice when you have something that you don't need to worry about. We've left our lunch spot and we're now walking on a fire trail through the forest, and every turn are these massive gum trees that just go up and up and up and up. So, pretty impressive. What do you reckon, Janine?
I'm loving it.
So, track's a bit heavy this afternoon. Very muddy, very slippery. We've seen a few skids, not ours, but other people. So, yeah. The sticks are coming in very handy. So very, very heavy and squishy and slimy and yuck. And we've just come up this little rise here, and Janine reckons we could quite easily fall down and just slide all the way down. But for now, back to the swish. We're sort of on the home straight. We've only got a few kilometres to go, and beautiful track, Gorgeous trees everywhere. It's really peaceful. All you can hear is the birds. And yeah, loving this. It has sort of clouded over a bit, and I think we might get some rain soon. Super close to camp, and I love the saying, can't see the forest for the trees, because that's pretty much what this is like. Just iron barks, and well, I think they're iron barks, but yeah, you can't even see through them. And yeah, looking forward to getting to camp now. It's been a long day. It's 4:15 and we've made it to camp. Double up day, so 23 kilometres, which is a bit of a stretch for me. But anyway, I've made it. There's our camp. And we're right on the beach. Tide's in, and magnificent day. Loved every minute of it, but boy, I am a little bit weary, so gonna get to camp, put up my tent, and then yeah, have a cup of tea, cup of soup, and yeah, I'll meet my trail family, other people in the camp tonight, and yeah, all good. Morning, it's day 2, it's 6:30, and we've woken up to a beautiful day. I've just made myself a cup of tea in my tent, which is, you've just got to be a bit careful with that because you don't want to set it on fire. And I made Janine a cup of tea as well. We're side by side, and we have quite a pretty view of the beach. And yeah, had a good night. It was wet on and off, and it was a full moon just about, so it was super bright. Glad I brought my face mask. And just gonna enjoy my cup of tea. I'm still in my sleeping bag, and it's really cozy warm. We're both really dry, and yeah, great night. Slept on and off, but not too bad. And yeah, we'll get up soon, have some brekkie, do a pack up, and then head off. See what the day brings. It's time for our pack up soon. I've had breakfast and had a great time chatting to some other hikers in our little hut there. And it's a nice day, overcast. Sort of a few spits of rain, but not too bad. But yeah, there's our tents. It's going to be really, really hard to leave this view. It's just magnificent right on the beach, and it's probably my favourite campsite on the Great Ocean Walk. So, but yep, pack up soon and then we'll head off. Ready to go? Just stopped off at the little waterfall that's in camp here. Beautiful little spot. There's a little bench just behind me there where you can sit and contemplate yourself, and camp's just behind me, the cliffs, and that's the path up to camp where the stairs are. But it's a really cute little spot, and yeah, I could stay here for weeks. Anyway, we're off, and let's see what adventures we got. All right, we're packed. We're about to head off. Day's clearing up. Hopefully the sun will come out, and yeah, off to the lighthouse today. Track, and we're in a forest of grass trees. I absolutely love these trees. I think they're just magnificent, and to be completely surrounded by them, just really, really cool stuff. We've just walked down the bottom to Parker's Inlet, and done a mini side trip to this little waterfall, and some caves behind us, and then just taking a couple of photos, and the sun's come out, there's blue sky, so we're pretty pleased with that. And I'm going to have a little snack now, muesli bar, and then we've got some stairs to tackle, and then it's on to the lighthouse. We're at sea level, and Janine's going to make her way across this little creek. There's a few stones there. I'm ready, just in case there's a splush. Oh, a bit slippery. Can you make it, or is it a shoe off thing? Oh, no, she's going to go the other way. A bit shallower there. Really pretty. The sun's come out. Slight breeze, but really, really nice. Bit better? Yay! She did it. So here we are. This is what our view is. Gorgeous. So we came from up there just before. We're going to stop here and have a muesli bar. And then we've got to go all the way up there with some stairs. But all good. And it seems to be another trip of leeches. But if you're in camp last night, and Janine just pointed out this little one, he's making a beeline for me. It can feel my body heat, and he's scurrying to attach himself, but not to this one. Sorry, leech. We've left our morning tea spot, and after my interaction with a leech, we're now halfway up the Inca staircase, I call it. It just keeps going and going and going, and certainly gets your heart rate going, I'll give you the tip. But it's all good, and yeah, I think a lot of feet have been on these stairs. We're at Crayfish Bay, just having a little squiz, and it is super pretty. We've spotted the lighthouse, but we're just having a view. It's starting to get really windy, but all good. Had to rip out the hat because the sun was coming out, and yeah, lighthouse is only a couple of kilometres away. Janine and I are at the Cape Otway Lighthouse, a very historic place, and we're indulging in scones and cream. And would you have a look at that? How's that for a morning tea view? Just fantastic. So we're going to enjoy our morning tea, and then we're going to go for a wander around and go up the lighthouse, and then we'll head to camp. Hey. We're on top of the lighthouse, Cape Otway Lighthouse. Beautiful view. Blowing an absolute gale, so I've taken my glasses and my hat and everything else off because I don't want to lose that. And here's the view we got. Gorgeous. Go around to the other side, and around the other side is where it's really blowy. So we've just had scones and fortified ourselves with that. We're going to have a look around and then off to camp. And we made it to Cape Otway Campground, and there's our little shelter for the night, and all our campsites are down there. So we're going to get our tent up before the next bit of rain comes, and then a cup of tea. And good morning, happy Easter. It's day 3. We're at Cape Otway Camp. Had a very, very windy night. One of my tent pegs came undone and my tent sort of half collapsed. But anyway, we dealt with that. So there's a few party goers and it was a bit noisy, but a good night's sleep. Still wet, still dreary, but we're looking forward to today. Going to do a beach walk. And yeah, this is what campsite and the day looks like for us today. And yeah, had a couple of Easter eggs for breakfast and we're off. So see you soon. It's mid-morning, we've been walking for an hour and we've just come over the hill, and behind us you can see Station Beach. There's 2 options. You can walk inland, but of course we are going to walk along the beach because it's so pretty and so remote and so rugged. So going to have some smoko soon, and yeah, then we're going to traipse along the beach and Eyre River tonight for our camp. We're at Station Beach and Janine has just walked around to the Rainbow Falls. I've already seen them, so I stayed here on my little rock patch and had my Easter biscuit that Janine brought us. So we're now going to trek all the way around here, and it's absolutely divine. It's rugged, it's windy, it's refreshing, it's invigorating, and yeah, can't wait. Bring it on. It's just past midday, and when we go like troopers, and we've just come around the corner, and in the background there we can see our camp. So that's always a very joyous occasion when you can see where you're going. We're going to push through. I've just had a snack and we're going to have lunch when we get to camp. So all good, bring it on. Eyre River, here we come. 10 to 1, we've made it to Eyre River. We're just about to cross the bridge, and our camp is on top of that little hill there. So going to get to camp, have some lunch, have a cuppa, put up our tent, and then we'll go for an explore. So yeah. So we're at camp, we're at Eyre River, and we had a bit of trail magic this afternoon. So I've always said that when you are hiking, the trail provides whatever you are in need of, you will find it. Whether you break a tent peg and you get to camp and there's a rusty tent peg, or you need a bit of rope because something's broken, your shoelace is loose, and on the track there's a bit of string. But I outdid myself today, I must say. So this morning before we left, I said to Janine, wouldn't it be great when we get to camp tonight that a lovely lady or gentleman rocks up with some hot cross buns and some butter? And said it, well, half jokingly, but I did put it out there. Sure enough, we get to camp and two lovely women rock up with a tray of hot cross buns and a slab of butter and some chocolates. So thank you, universe. Thank you, Trail Magic. And this is what they provided us with: chocolates and hot cross buns and butter. And yeah, super cool. Pretty pleased with that. So set up my tent over there. Janine's on the other side, she's got the billy going, and we're going to have a bit of lunch, and then we're going to have our hot cross buns. So thank you, Trail Magic. So it's late afternoon, and I've gone for a bit of a wander. I've done my camp chores, setting up my tent, making my bed, had a pot wash, washed my hair, and rinsed out a few socks and jocks, and then decided to go for a wander. And I'm just down the bottom of the camp spot on the Eyre River. There's a few caravans and whatnot around. I thought it'd be packed, but it's not actually. I think the wet weather has kept people away. And then as I look up, there's a little koala bear in the tree. Very, very cute. There he is there in the middle, just having a snooze. And yeah, really cute. They are there. You just got to look up. Day 4. Wet night last night, but there is clouds out, and looking forward to going to Johanna Beach today, my second favourite campground on the Great Ocean Walk. Met some lovely people last night. One of them is filming us today, so thank you very much. And yeah, here's hoping for a good day. Hang it on. Walking an hour, it's a bit blustery, but got a nice view behind us there. A couple of hikers from this morning just passed us, so yeah, very invigorating. Oh, another one. That's Kat. Another one, Andrew, you might as well be in it as well. And we've got Andrew there as well. Oh. Enjoy, guys. See ya. Nearly morning tea time. We're going just up there to Castle Cove to the lookout, but a bit of a view here when we come around the corner. So yeah, very nice, invigorating morning's walk. So we'll keep going. We've had our morning tea and we're back on the track, and this is a little lookout that we got to. A little seat, so we've just had a spell. I've redone my toes. Got a couple of blisters coming up, which is not very nice, but all good. It's not career ending, so that's good. And yeah, this is the trail in front of us, and that's the trail behind us, and our little bench that we just had a spell on. So very, very pretty. Love it. One of the issues with the Otways is cinnamon fungus, which destroys the grass trees. So there's quite a few spots along the trail where you need to give your shoes and your sticks a bit of a wash, and Janine's having a good go at it. Can be tricky if your shoes aren't waterproof because you don't want to go too far, but get those suds going because we don't want to spread it. Yay, good on you, Janine. Well done. Coming up to Johanna Beach, which is our campsite for the night, just behind us there. Just going to go down the stairs and Janine's behind me. She's just taken a few touristy snaps because it is just so pretty. The sun's trying really hard to come out. The water's blue, the grass is green, just gorgeous. We're on Johanna Beach and we've both taken the shoes and the socks off, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's freezing cold but feels so good on the feet. So about halfway along, we've come from down there, up that hill just there down. We had a bite to the lunch, and yeah, our campsite's on that ridge behind us there, so not long to go now. Good morning, it's day 5. We're at Johanna Beach campsite, and you can see there's my little tent in the background just there, that one there, and a few other hikers, but absolutely beautiful. It's my second favourite campsite on the Great Ocean Walk. You're up high, you've got Johanna Beach behind you. Last night, most magnificent sleep listening to the waves all night, and yeah, just about to have my brekkie. We've got Lance and Janine, and my porridge is just soaking, so it's about ready to eat, and then we'll do a pack up, and yeah, then we'll head off and give you a bit more of a view of what we've been looking at and what I can see from my tent. Just gorgeous. So nice. You could stay here forever. Day 5, we're packed up, we're ready to go. The sun has come out at last. We might actually get to enjoy a bit of warmth, but yeah, it's going to be really hard to walk away from this beautiful view. Everyone's packing up though, so yeah, time to hit the trail, hi-ho. Been walking about an hour, and we're going uphill on the Old Coach Road, I think it's called, and it's just beautiful. It's super quiet, no traffic, and just all these massive tree ferns everywhere. It's just gorgeous, so green it hurts your eyes. The sun's still out, it is a bit humid, but yeah, just lovely. Morning tea time, and we've just found this little spot full of belladonna / naked ladies just coming up out of nowhere. So we thought that's a pretty good spot to sit down and have our nuts, and Janine's already saddled up ready to go. So we'll go back and hit the track. So one highlight of the Great Ocean Walk is when you're on Melanesia Track, you come around the corner and Captain Bert's little hut, and it's a gentleman who lives in the house just there, and he provides water and sunscreen and fresh apples. But the best thing of all is he makes homemade marmalade jam, and it's absolutely beautiful. I've bought a jar 3 out of 4 times, and there's bubbles, and he's got a sleeping bag in there, and it's just so nice when you come round and you see that sign, water. And yeah, we've both bought a jar and left a gold coin, well actually $5 because it's just so good. And Janine's happy with the bubbles there. It's just a really nice surprise. Thank you. Coming down to Melanesia Beach, super slippery track. Go on snail's pace because it's just really slippery and muddy from the rain last night. So I am taking my time with my 2 poles. There's lots of slippery marks on the track where people have gone a whoopsie, so yeah, I don't want to be one of them. We're at Melanesia Beach. We're going to stop and have a little bit of lunch here, and we'll be heading that away up the hill, and a bit of water, some cool rocks, and we've just come from all the way up there. So yeah, a bit of a descent. Feet and knees were complaining a little bit, but that happens, and yeah, looking forward to lunch. And that's lunch done and dusted. We're now going to head up that way. Another great big staircase, and We're a little bit sad to leave this lunch spot behind. We've got the whole place to ourselves and it's just beautiful. But anyway, time to head off and on to the next stop. A bit of a view of where we've just come from, where we've just had lunch, Melanesia Beach. And this track, unfortunately, has a lot of blackberries, so which is not very nice to see. However, they are pretty nice to eat, and we've both got the blue fingers to prove it. Nice little snack, and Janine's got a little container, so we've been collecting them, and we're going to have them in our custard for dessert tonight. So yum, oh, very nice. So we've done a little side trip down to Ryan's Den. The path wasn't super overgrown this time, so we thought we'd wander down, and not knowing what we're going to find at the bottom, but this is what we found. Just a rocky beach. There's Janine having a moment on the rocks. We're not quite sure what Ryan's Den actually is, whether that refers to the cave that's just behind me. But yeah, quite pretty actually, and that's sort of, we came from up there, and then behind me these massive vertical cliffs, so pretty cool stuff. But yeah, little rocky beach. I don't think I'll be laying the towel out on that one. Might be a bit bumpy. We've now reached a section which I refer to as the Harry Potter staircase. It just starts and it just zigzags and it just goes up and up and up, and at the end of the day, when you're tired, it can be a little bit of a slog, but at least there's something to hang on to, and that's a good thing. But yeah, by the end the legs are burning. And we've made it to Ryan's Den campground. We've been walking for 6.5 hours, so we're both a little bit weary, very sweaty. It's gotten really humid, it's overcast. But yeah, gonna set up the tent and then have a cuppa and have a chill. So all good. So I'm setting up my bed and I've got my tent set up and I'm happy as a clam. And I'm just about to put the last 2 pegs in. And then I see something on the ground that's fallen out of my boot. And then I see a drop of blood and I'm thinking, what the hell? And I look at my shoe and there's blood, and then I rip off my gaiter, and sure enough, I've been a fast food dinner for this lovely leech. So hope you enjoyed it, pal. I am now super paranoid that they are all over me. Yuck, boo. Where's that band-aid? So I'm at Ryan's Den and I've set up my camp and I've dealt with my leech and had a wash, and I've just had a cup of tea. I've climbed to the top where there's a little seat and a bench, and this is the view from the top of the lookout. It's pretty damn good. Sun sets about half an hour away, but yeah, just sitting here contemplating things. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna head down now and cook some dinner, and yeah, go into my sleeping bag. There's a bit of rain coming tonight, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but yeah, when the views are this good, nothing can really spoil that. It's day 6 and I must say it's a very low motivation day today. It rained pretty much from midnight until about half an hour ago. Everything's wet, everything's muddy. I've packed everything up, my tent's packed up, but I've just moved everything down into the hut and I'm going to have some breakfast. My leg where the leech bit me yesterday is itching so bad. It's like 100 mosquitoes have been in there. But anyway, that's what hiking is. Can't all be beer and Skittles, and yeah, sometimes the days just aren't quite perfect. Day 6. After breakfast, the motivation has increased a little bit. It's going to be a heavy track, a lot of mud around, and the sun, of course, now is trying to come out, but still really windy. Expecting more rain, so I've got the full weather gear on, and yeah, even our shelter was wet last night, but let's see what the day brings. We're going for about half an hour. We're just going up this little bit of a field, and there's a camp in the background right there that we were last night. Very windy, but very happy that the sun has decided to come out for a little bit. We're just going to go up that hill there, and yeah, it's always nice to look back and see where you've come from. So we'll keep going. It's 10:15. We've been walking an hour and 15 minutes. Haven't covered a lot of ground, 3.5 k's, which is very slow, but the track is muddy and slippery and heavy, and yeah, really got to watch your footwork. I had a slight little trip, just landed on my knee, but it's all good. But yeah, you just got to be super careful. But we've just had morning tea, and this is the view we've got behind us. Just sensational. Really pretty. So yeah, we'll be heading off soon. The best thing about this walk is that 1 minute you're standing on top of a cliff looking at the ocean, and then you walk a couple of kilometres down the road and you're in the middle of this temperate rainforest, and there's just grass trees everywhere, and there's birds, and it's quiet and just so peaceful. It's unreal. It's lunchtime, 12 o'clock, and we've just gotten to the Gables Lookout, and not a bad spot for lunch. Nice little backdrop there. The sea's really calm, no white caps, no nothing, just, yeah, lovely. Just really nice. A bit of a drop off there. We won't be going there, but yeah, stunning. So we've made it to Wreck Beach, which is a very small, narrow beach. But what makes it really cool is that in the background, and I'll put a photo up later, is the anchor of the Mary Gabriel and also the Fiji, which were shipwrecks in the 1800s, 1900s. And yeah, super cool. And we've just come down a massive flight of stairs, so we're not going back the other way, but we're the only ones here, so that is kind of cool. And yeah, we'll make our way around. Made it through Wreck Beach. It's a bit hairy at the end there. We did get wet feet, even though it's still 2 hours till high tide, but all good. Lance joined us on the last bit, and just got to head up to the tractor camp now. Boat in the water with a diver. That's the rest of the beach, and this is our little goat track to get back in. So yeah, good day. Day. It's day 7. I can't believe it's come to an end, but it has. It's been an amazing trip, and there's my tent set up in the background. We've had a really good spot this time. It's campsite 8 for those punters out there playing at home, and we've got a little table. But what makes this so special is that when you walk up this little path, which I'll do past my tent, and there's just a little path up the hill, and then when you get up the hill there's a little bench, and then you see this, and it is just gorgeous. It's first light. We've got an early start today because we have a 4-hour drive home. First of all back to Apollo Bay to get my car, and then 3 hours to get home. So I'm reluctant to pack up because this is just so nice, but all good things must come to an end, and I'm sure we'll have more adventures. And that's a little path we come up. So yeah, campsite number 8 at Devil's Kitchen. What a treat. So I would not normally do a video of the long drop toilet, but this is something a bit different, and it's worth just hiking this way to get up here, because that is the view from the top of the toilet. But it gets even better because when you go inside and undo the storm lock, as you are sitting here doing your business, they've put in a window so you can sit here and enjoy the view, and it is quite magical. And of course, housekeeping has been, and that's always a special thing too when you're the first one in here. So thank you, housekeeping. Very, very cool. What a view. Magnificent. Last day. We're saddled up. We're ready to go. It's a beautiful day at last. We're going to get sunshine. We've both got the t-shirts on. We've got sunscreen on, and we're so looking forward to not being rained on. So 7 day, 1 day dry, 6 days wet, but all good. And we're off. There's Lance in the background. See you, Lance. Been lovely hiking with you. There's our little shelter, and yeah, we're off. Woohoo! Hi-ho! Been walking about 45 minutes, and we've come around the corner, and in the background is our first glimpse of the 12 Apostles. You can't really see it on the video, but pretty exciting. They're lit up by the sunshine, so we can see them quite clearly, and yeah, it also looks like a really long way still to go. So we've been walking for a couple of hours, and in front of us is Point Ronald, which is the Gellibrand River, and then there's Princetown, which is where we have our morning tea. Low tide half an hour ago, and pretty spectacular. There's Janine's Head, and just we've got this sort of low scrub at the moment, which is pretty fast walking, and the track's pretty good. It's certainly not as heavy as what it has been, but yeah, views like that. Very nice. And the 12 Apostles have disappeared now. They're behind there, but we'll see them again once we go over the headland. Morning tea time at last. It's been an early start, so happy to get to Princetown. We're at Princetown Rec Reserve, and we've just put our packs in the picnic spot there, and we've just had some nuts and a muesli bar, and we'll head out that way, and then we'll go across the bridge and to the 12 Apostles, which yeah, really good. So we've just come around the corner, and Janine's husband has turned up. He's actually driven down from New South Wales all the way to the 12 Apostles to drive us back to Apollo Bay to get my car. And yeah, we're chatting away. We come around the corner, and there he is. Woohoo! So pretty special moment. Come around the corner, and there they are, the 12 Apostles right in front of us. Really pretty view. So got a little way to go yet. That's the path in front of us. There's Janine and Pete, and there's a few adventurers that we've just come across. So yeah, but we will keep going on to the 12 Apostles. And Janine has spotted an echidna. There he is, eating all the ants. He's buried his head in the corner because he doesn't want to talk to us. But I really like echidnas. I think they're super cute. We're getting closer on that note. Do a little pan around. We've just got to go up that hill there, and then we've done it. Walked 100 kilometres. And we've done it. We've walked 100 kilometres. And there's the 12 Apostles behind us. And there's the sign, Walk Victoria's Icons, and they certainly are. They are spectacular, and yeah, if you ever want to do it, go and do it, because it is just spectacular. The coastline and the scenery, the bush, it's just fabulous. And just need to go and do it. Get outside and go and see it. And that's it, 100 kilometres done and dusted in 7 days walking. I've absolutely loved every second of it, even with blisters and leech bites and rain every single night, and today's the only sunny day we've had, but it's been absolutely spectacular, and I'm so grateful and thankful that we're able to do these things where we live. And thank you, Janine. I've loved hiking with you. I loved getting to know you. I loved our chats and our giggles and everything, and it's just been wonderful. And yeah, signing out. Enjoy the memories, and see you next time. Love you. Bye.